What's happening, folks? Adam here with Prowl, and I want to thank you guys for stopping in. We got another one. It's a little bit different. We're here in the driveway. We're not out on the water or in the woods or playing around in the marshes, but we're working on the truck. If you guys followed us last year or you follow us on social media, you guys know I did a lot of sleeping in the back of this truck, in the cab. So I typically would slide the passenger seat forward and just lay sideways in here. For a few adventures, it made it a little bit more efficient. You know, if you can stretch your money, you can go on more adventures, right? So what we did was we added a truck cap from Lakeland Truck Caps here in Wisconsin. I believe this is their Voyager series. It's the second from the top. And the reason I went with that one is because it has the sliding windows versus the wing windows. So these things slide all the way open. You get all that air in there, and that's so we can camp in here, we can live in here, we can, you know, stay in here, and just make ourselves more efficient on the road. And this is a 5.5 foot bed, so that means a 6'6" gentleman like myself, or 6'3", sorry, I'm not that tall, 6'3" gentleman like myself is going to have to sleep corner to corner, which is all right. I don't mind that. But that means we're gonna get to building a platform, using some of this stuff with some storage underneath with these rolling bids that go under your bed. So basically, what's gonna happen is we're gonna build a platform with 2x8s. So it'll be 7 and 7.5 inches tall. We can slide these 7-inch tall bins underneath, and I'll still have enough room where I can sit up here. You know, if you were relaxing in there, or the weather was bad, whatever, you can actually sit up in there and not be completely constrained by the roof. So that's what we're going to get to doing. We're going to do a little DIY truck bed project, and you guys are coming along with. So let's have some fun. Oh, that guy needs to stop cutting his lawn. He's getting all over my shots with his weed eater. Alright, so general layout here. We're going to run 3 2x8s, one adjacent to each wheel well, and then one in the center. That's going to allow us to accommodate these rolling bins that go under like a bed. They're 7 inches tall, and we'll be able to keep our just standard stuff in here. Like if we're camping, we can have all our cooking stuff in here. You know, a stove would fit in here, a little 2-burner stove top. That way you can put a cover on it. You're not getting that scent in the cab or back here in the bed, and we just maximize our storage space. So that's going to be the plan. I'm going to run a header up at the horizontal, up in front of the wheel wells. That's going to allow me to have a hidden storage compartment to put, in the future, put some deep cell batteries for extra power. Can run things like charge batteries for the camera, charge your phones, whatever. Just have that extra battery capacity, so if you're out there for a while, you got battery space. So we're gonna kind of make it efficient, maximize our space, do a couple storage units on the sides, and just have fun with it. So we're gonna get to cutting the front board, and then we'll just start laying this out, putting this plywood on, and there you go. So we're going to run this board at 58 inches. Obviously, depending on your vehicle, it's going to change, but this will be the board that goes in front of the wheel wells. Obviously, always wear your eye protection, kids. Now we just have to measure from that header board back to the edge of the bed, so we know what those longitudinals will do. 57.5. See if these Fords are made square. Squarer than Chevys, it looks like. Got a minor issue. That header board obviously sitting on top of the the channel, so it's, you know, a 1/2 inch tall. So we're probably gonna have to rip out a piece of that in the center. snapped the line, measured, and we're going to cut this little piece out all the way down. Probably plunge cut the saw and try and make it work that way. So we got the main frame built, the header, and then the 3 longitudinals. I'm probably going to add some support slash, I don't know, help this thing from stop moving around as much. Use those, on the back of your bed you have those slots you can put like a 2x6 into. I'm going to use one of those and be able to kind of brace this on either side, help it from stop moving, and then kind of solidify it in each one of those pockets. That'll still allow me to store stuff on each one of those sides, and then obviously I have the front storage. I need to figure out that because I'm going to have a flip down cover on that. Just how to get some type of furring strip up there or something that lip can rest on up there. So just got to figure that out. But it's going together. Well, we got these side pieces in here, and it really just sturdied the whole thing up. I think that's going to help quite a bit. So next I just got to figure out how I want to lay out my plywood and then figure out that front compartment. So stick with us. Alright, so we got the first actual panel piece figured out here. So I have marked in here like the wheel wells, some other bump outs, and there's another like corner piece at the back of the bed. So we're going to go finish tracing these out, and then between a skill saw and jigsaw try and get those cut out, and then this will be kind of like a test piece to see how this is all going to lay out. Worst case, we might have to redo it, but we're going to try and give this a go right now. Well, not bad for the first night. I got to just fine tune a couple things, get the other board in, and get that front flip section in, and then figure out how to make these side deals a compartment. Other than that, we're looking pretty, looking really pretty. There's plenty of room in here to stand up, even once I put, a memory foam pad on this thing, put a 3-inch pad on this. I mean, you're going to be off the ceiling. You can sit up in here and enjoy a beer, get out of the rain, get out of the bugs, whatever you want to do. There's lights. I mean, it's going to be a slick little setup, so we'll get back after her tomorrow. Hey folks, day 2 here on the truck bed build out, the camper shell, whatever you want to call it. We're going to add in just kind of pondering things, right, from working on it last night and today. Going to add in some L brackets just to kind of strengthen up some of these corners, just because everything's only kind of attached on one end. And then as well, we're going to start working on the front pieces for that hidden compartment that I'm going to hopefully eventually put some batteries in. And then we can cut out the other half of the bed, and hopefully, things are looking pretty nice. So we got the front L brackets in. Now we're just going to add a couple smaller ones to these little side pieces that kind of are holding everything in all those L brackets in. Now we're going to get to putting in 2 pieces between the front horizontal piece and the front of the bed. Measure those up now, and that'll give that front compartment something to sit on, and also keep this thing from sliding forward. So that'll basically, I'm going to put 2 in, split it in thirds, that way you have enough room to put batteries, and then you can just punch holes through them to run your cables. And you can still use so in front of your bed you have those little gaskets. I can still use those to run wires up into the front of the cab or under the body into the engine compartment. So I thought a scrap piece of 2x8 would fit up there, but because of the way the ribs are and the floor and everything, I'm going to use a 2x6, and that'll give me enough clearance for accounting for all that and not have to rip anything down. Hours of work, and we got ourselves a sleeping platform back here with, it's a 8-inch tall sleeping platform with our storage bins underneath. It's ready for some adventures. Really didn't cost too much. I think construction supplies, were around $80-90, all said and done. Obviously, if you have some of this stuff, that makes it even easier. You can use scrap wood, you can use whatever. In the end, I'll put all the materials below, but I ended up using 4 6-foot 2x8s, and those are cut to length. One for the header up front, and then 3 for basically the longitudinals. And then I had a 2x6 that I cut for that front compartment. We used just some L brackets, cheap, little 3-4 inch L brackets, and then hardware screws. I ended up using like 2.5-inch screws for all the main screwing, and then the deck boards were 1.5 inch deck screws, and then I think that's about it. Obviously the plywood. This is 1/2-inch plywood, so like I said, I'll leave a list of it down in the description. Obviously it doesn't take much to do something like this. A couple power tools, skill saw. You can use a screw gun, drill. I obviously have an impact, square, and a tape measure. If you want to sand, you can sand, but it's pretty basic. So don't be afraid to get after something like this. I think I'm gonna love it. It's definitely gonna suit me well and get me out there for more adventures. So yeah, I guess for a job well done, we're gonna crack a beer because it's hot here, and we're gonna enjoy this. If you guys are interested in more of this stuff, we plan to do more filming out of the truck, more adventures. Just trying to broaden the horizons and bring you guys more variety. Hopefully some of this truck camping, hunting, fishing, stuff like that is intriguing to you guys, and you guys can come along for the ride as this project develops, as we develop, and hopefully go further, do more stuff, because we have this set up right here. So as always, don't forget you are free to prowl, and be sure to think of that for their service. We'll catch you on the next one.